movie exists. You've probably seen this Disney opening logo hundreds of times and not once thought about why so many lights are on inside this giant castle wasting electricity. But thanks to this educational film critique channel, you now understand more about the world around you and can carry forth as an upright citizen. You're welcome! Making your alien language a one-to-one cryptographic translation of English. This basically means that the alien language was based on English and then changed into a code with the exact same amount of letters in the alphabet and the exact same phonetic rules. Which is fine if you're willing to deal with the philosophical and cosmological implications of the startling information that Earth's English is the etymological center of the universe. This movie does not.
626 is unstoppable.
I'm honestly surprised that June 26th hasn't become Stitch Day or some shit where people quote this line while doing stupid social media stunts. And I just created it, didn't I? Movie cuts to some of the other aliens, but completely leaves out a live-action Mr. Pookie McFluffintuft. I can only assume that this is because they are making a standalone spin-off with his character being fed up with your bullshit.
Don't get any ideas. These guns are locked on your genetic signature. They're not gonna shoot anyone but you.
Explaining how your weapons work for no reason.
Don't make me say it. Ew. Uh-oh.
Designing your gene tracking gun to focus on the smaller amount of genetic material in the room instead of the still existing larger amount of genetic material in the room. Also, what is the shoot to kill threshold on these things and why are they self-firing? Also, some of the sins in this video will be extremely similar to sins from the original Lilo and Stitch video. If it helps, just pretend this is a live-action remake of our first Sins video, because that apparently makes it worthwhile and important.
In 12 hours, we project he will collide with a planet called Earth.
Oh, for f***'s sake, you're speaking English. And I know that this is the word Earth, and there is no f***ing dash between the E and the A, you fabricating f***er.
You're the reason we're in this mess.
Either they are unnecessarily bringing a prisoner through the control room, or they designed a facility where the only path from the trial floor to a cell is directly through the control room. Either way, I find you guilty of convenience in the first degree.
Agent Bleakley, Earth expert, at your service.
Good thing I happen to be nearby, even though you just identified the planet in question 50 seconds ago.
Earth is a protected wildlife reserve. We've been using it to rebuild the mosquito population.
This implies that mosquitoes are capable of extraterrestrial flight, in which case, burn the planet down now!
Dr. Jakiba, you will travel to Earth where you will capture the escaped lab experiment known as 626. Agent Bleakley, you will be going with him.
Choosing the mad scientist who you absolutely cannot trust to go on a mission with an agent you didn't know existed 5 minutes ago. Brilliant ops planning.
Permission to hug my new partner.
Brilliant. Permission granted.
Right? So what I'm just trying to say is that...
Thinking a hug involves mounting someone's head and putting your fingers in their mouth, eye, and or nose holes. This clock says 2, but Lilo's watch said 3:45 a few seconds ago. I don't care if there's some explanation or someone's clock is wrong or it's being shown out of order. Just stop showing clocks in your movies, Hollywood. Quit letting big Chronos boss you around.
You know, silly, it's not a friendship bracelet if you don't have any friends.
Kids. In fact, they should have just named this entire movie Kids, but apparently that's a whole different movie. The music starts playing before Lilo places the record in the player, even though the record playing is an example of diegetic music, which means its sound originates from within that world. Oh, what's that? Is this just an excuse to use a word I just learned? Indubitably. Also, Heartbreak Hotel isn't on the Blue Hawaii soundtrack. Taking care of a small child without having keys to your own home. And now this record is not spinning in the overhead shots, but is spinning in the floor shots. Movie doesn't know how to vinyl correctly.
I can't hear you. It's really weird.
Turning up the volume on a record that is still not spinning.
Smoke, Nani.
Who put that pot on the stove? Lilo's too short, and Nani has been preoccupied with making Capri Sun tea.
Oh, yeah. I've been practicing jumping out of my window.
Geez, Disney, I know it's a 2025 update and everything, but not everything has to be a commentary on the political climate and its psychological impact on the United States population.
You're gonna need that health insurance for when I kill you!
That's not how health insurance works.
Bloody, what you doing here?
Having a second chance at not including this superfluous, distracting romantic subplot and deciding to keep it anyway.
Warning. Guidance not functioning. Warning.
Movie had to have its can't believe this ship is headed directly toward a tiny island and a giant ocean joke earlier, and now that Stitch is destroying the guidance computer and clearly altering this ship's course, I'm left to wonder how he still hits that same plot-convenient island.
People treat me different.
Baby, they just don't know what to say.
They call her Garbage Girl. It seems less like that they're struggling to think of things to say and more that they're bullying assholes. Not maintaining character consistency by showing us that Lilo still enjoys taking inappropriate zoomed photos of the overweight tourists in their beachwear. Hashtag not my Lilo.
I wish upon a star.
Disney character has to wish upon a star because Geppetto did that bullshit 85 years ago, and now we're stuck with a cliche.
You know, I'm right so often, I don't even enjoy it anymore.
How I feel directly after I write a CinemaSins script somehow makes its way into the script. I know, right? How is he even pushing the go pedal? You'd think the movie would at least show us how he lodged something in there to keep it down, like a stick, or a rock, or a discarded sex toy. Disney character has to fart in the tub because Pumbaa did that bullshit 30 years ago and now we're stuck with a cliche. I mean, it's a bus, but still, it's barely moving. I mean, God forbid I get hit by a bus one day, but that's all it takes to finally bring him down? He just took like 1 billion bolts of electricity and was fine, but a little bus smack is gonna knock him out? Unstoppable my ass.
It's called vacation. Once every solar year, the human migrates to go see a sunlight and drink celebratory poison.
Some humans, not all. Can't remember the last time I had a vacation, or even some celebratory poison, not counting Del Taco.
You watched the video I sent you, right?
The walking video, yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
Disney character has to learn to walk on legs like it's super hard because Ariel did that bullshit 35 years ago and now we're stuck with it cliche. Okay, I'm done.
What is it? Gotta be some kind of a dog, right?
What kind of dog has 6 legs, bro?
Animal Control Officer number 2 would be excellent at no one would ever believe this is a fucking dog sins.
Humans have never seen a portal before.
Untrue, and you can expect a patent lawsuit from Aperture Science any day now.
Breaking news on a strange situation last night. A local tour bus ran over an unidentified wild animal.
This movie literally just put its convenient news position in an elevator. Honestly, you have to respect how few shits were given to make this call.
But it makes them happy.
It makes them have diarrhea.
Thai food. Highly advanced race of aliens are armed with tranquilizer darts? Did they stop at the International Bass Pro Shop on the way? Cock teases. Adorable animal posters that basically say, you better take this dog with you or we're going to kill him.
Special Agent Cobra Bubbles.
Naming a child Cobra when they are already dealing with the last name Bubbles. You have 2 choices if your last name is Bubbles. If it's a boy, you name him Bobby. If it's a girl, you name her Barbara. It's just common sense.
Sir, you're not implying this is extraterrestrial.
Are you implying you haven't actually looked at it? Because it's obviously an alien spaceship. Wait, 626 was also adopted on 626? This kind of coincidence deserves a mathematical inquiry, like the birthday problem, so a professor can do some math and make some money showing us how our idiot brains don't understand random correlation. However, I'm still sitting this because I'm pretty sure it was crafted by a human trying to be clever and not by the unfeeling cosmos of mathematical chance.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Asking a guy you tranked to hurry. I also don't buy that Jumba didn't just leave him there on the side of the road. Walking casually into the shark's house and throwing bits of their ceiling everywhere.
Wait, Lilo! Now I have to stitch that up.
Winning the battle for the most forced retroactive character naming origin when we were all content to just let Han Solo hold that title forever.
Get over yourself. Just give me a second.
These drivers see an unconscious man in the crosswalk and choose to honk at them. Apparently, on this road, Ohana means dickhead.
Why do I have to be at your work? I'm 6.
She's off by herself most of the time anyway, so it doesn't make sense to actually care about her whereabouts now.
And no, dogs on the table.
Why not?
Because people eat off them.
Using canines as dishes. Once this fire starts breaking out, the beautiful live entertainment will continue to sing the same song at a faster tempo instead of maybe, stopping until the life-threatening part of the evening has subsided. Also, running a restaurant with a fire dancer show and not knowing where the fire extinguisher is.
Wait, it's moving. Come on, come on.
You guys had all day to track down Stitch, but only get there as they're leaving?
What an adorable little psychopath.
Lilo defenders.
No, I didn't say it was black. I said it was blue. What's going on in there?
Hair down. And then the very next frame, hair is up. But even worse, she doesn't say goodbye when she hangs up. Trying to stoke my Will It Blend nostalgia without having the decency to use a BlendTech blender.
Now be good.
This works, although I have heard a rumor that getting laid can calm someone down a bit, so...
The people at home who give you lots of hugs and kisses and they're there for you, even when...
Lilo and Skip.
Go, I'm watching.
She was not.
This is our last shot.
Last shot? I saw your schedule earlier and the coffee shop was your first interview, so I'm pretty sure you've got 4 more shots just today.
I need you and him to be on your best behavior.
It's clear that your sister, a 6-year-old child, and Stitch, an alien, are incapable of being on good behavior by this point, so you either need a babysitter or a jail cell. Your call.
Actually, be very...
Can you tell me how you did it?
I have no idea. I looked at the light.
These two are so good in these roles. In fact, the casting down the line is just perfection. Disney has proved how bad the casting of live-action versions of characters can be, so the fact that they got it right for once means the sin comes off. Island that Lilo previously said had no big cities includes this big city.
Hey! What are you doing?
Trying to capture Stitch. They're on a jet ski, following dangerously close while firing tranq darts, and you're not going to notice any of it, but hey, everyone knows surfing removes your peripheral vision and the ability to even slightly turn your head to the side. Tranq darts conveniently hit the only part of Stitch with padding, rendering them useless. Also, tranq darts conveniently hit the only part of Stitch capable of keeping him afloat, rendering his floaties useless. We are given no indication of how they got Stitch to shore here, considering what we know about his dense molecular structure, but sure, let's just ignore that hurdle until the movie needs it for a more emotional punch later.
There's a way that the state will pay for all of this, but it means that you have to officially relinquish guardianship of Lilo.
Official, give us your sister and we'll pay for your hospital bills programs.
We don't say goodbye. We say ahuiho.
Trusting semantics to make the pain of separation go away.
We have found a glitch.
Trying to sneak in roll credits for the straight-to-video sequel that you haven't made a live-action remake of. Yet.
A Federation detail is on its way to clean up your mess.
Which is what you should have done the first time.
Aloha and mahalo.
Already ditching the shoulder sling you apparently needed just 2 minutes ago. Sitting in a hammock. Like it's even possible without flipping over and needing a trip to the emergency room because, oh, you need to strengthen your core or your center of gravity is off. Have you thought about yoga? Yoga? I'm a grown-ass man who, by the way, can do at least a dozen sit-ups, you overeducated. Yeah, the sin is hammocks.
I like you as a mom, too.
Well, that's too bad, because apparently you're too expensive. That's what you get for almost drowning. These fake-ass looking frogs.
She's not here.
What do you mean she's not here?
Being a social worker, but not understanding simple 3-word English sentences.
Sometimes family isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean they aren't good.
But it might mean they aren't good to be around, right? It's okay to get distance from toxicity, even if it's a family member, right? Okay, just making sure, in case someone needed to hear the non-Disneyfied version of what's happening here.
He's not an animal. He's my friend.
Thinking those two things are mutually exclusive.
Do you have anything else to say?
Taking your eyes off the creature of havoc and destruction that you created so you can chastise a Doberman for no reason. This movie's portal gun operates in various ways throughout the movie. Sometimes just making it so you can see and walk through walls. Sometimes making it so you can shoot 2 portals that connect. And sometimes it just allows you to basically teleport anywhere you want. And it does all this without ever once stopping to explain it to me with some clunky exposition.
Funny, I got to stare at my own derriere. I've always wanted to do that.
The fact that this is the first time I've realized that inventing a portal gun might be a better route to accomplishing my dreams than surgically removing a rib. Lilo, Stitch, and childhood diabetes, all sponsored by Capri Sun.
If you care about this little girl at all, you'll leave her here.
That's right, the old leave 'em 'cause you love 'em sacrificial trope. Even kids' movies aren't immune from the classics.
But once I remove your capacity for love, you'll be perfect.
Disney stealing lines from my college girlfriend.
Have you found any additional evidence?
You know, besides the alien DNA and the crashed spaceship capable of faster-than-light travel.
I wouldn't say that to her face.
Having 4 eyes and still not seeing Lilo has joined you in the room. Having a panel in a containment cell that has wiring crucial to the ship's operations.
Not so fast, pizza face.
Saying your one-liner before your heroic action. This isn't the 80s anymore. We say the one-liner to the bad guy's corpse now.
Why don't you just admit that your little friend is a dangerous, freakish monster?
Having an argument with a 6-year-old while she's trying to free said dangerous, freakish monster. Well, that's just a collar design flaw right there.
David, faster! You're driving like a grandma.
That's grandest. And Lilo was vaporized by the crash. What a gruesome way to end a Disney movie. Poor kid. Quick, name a Disney movie where someone with a tragic backstory finally finds companionship with an unlikely partner, but then that partner has to sacrifice themselves, and you think they are dead, but then they aren't really dead. Go. Yep, also that one. And that one too. Okay, you're stretching it a bit there, but sure, it fits. My point is, been there, Disney that. Yep, I'm the guy calling bullshit on this emotional rescue. I mean, she's underwater for over a minute. Which is totally possible, though unlikely, considering her exertion of carrying an alien-shaped heavy bag. But it's actually the distance she's covering that is more ridiculous. Telling me she covered that amount of ocean floor in just over 60 seconds? Have you ever tried to walk underwater with a weight? Even if it were on land, that's, what, 400 meters? The world record in the 400 is 46 seconds. And you're telling me she did it underwater in 65? Stitch is dead. Nani is dead. Everyone dies. The end. Jump-starting your dead alien dog friend. Also, it turns out a defibrillator applies between 200 to 1,000 volts of electricity, while a car battery only does about 15. But a truck is bigger than a defibrillator, so it must be stronger, right?
We did all that we could.
Did you cry on him? I hear that's the new science.
No! Hey, leave him alone!
You're not even cuffing him properly. Stitch has 2 sets of arms, which the Federation and the movie as a whole seem to have forgotten.
Can Stitch say goodbye?
Yes.
Come here, Stitch. We're gonna miss you.
Nani ruining this touching moment by not knowing how tall the CGI insert would be and deciding to stitch-scritch the air above his head a couple times. Show it again. She's petting empty space. It's the simple things.
It's little and broken, but still good. Yeah, still good.
That's the spirit, Stitch. I've said that same thing a few times. Wait.
A sentence that will be henceforth served here on Earth.
Lilo.
She did it again. Slow it down this time. It never gets old. No one else on the island reports this giant leopard seal print spaceship cloud hanging over the ocean.
What if Lilo came to live with us? Oh, no, Tutu, that is way too much. That is... Smiley already said yes.
Making backroom deals for custody of your neighbor's child.
You're so smart, Nani. I think you should join the Marines.
Trying to make the audience feel better about this moment by having Lilo be okay with it, even though any average 6-year-old would be terrified.
I missed you too, Stitch. Aww.
Your reaction to this perfect ending. Every change the movie makes here is better. Jumba stays a villain and gets taken away, which makes much more sense. Lilo finds safety from Nani's incompetence while staying with people she knows and loves. And Nani attempts to get her shit together by going to school and pursuing a solid future. The movie doesn't break Ohana, it expands it. And now I have to send you, because the internet is a bunch of crybabies who don't want their precious nostalgia sauce ingredients changed. Unlike me, who has been a steadfast example of reason and temperance and a shining example to all my whole life. Suck it, losers.
Jesus, Grandpa, what did you read me this thing for?
I miss seeing you shred waves. Oh, yeah, I've always loved watching you.
Tommy, that's a taping.
Oh, Suzu! Huh?
No more hangers!
Wait, you can't shoot me! Ow!
You're crazy. I like you.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?